Well,
The problem
I can't do everything.
No, you can, and I should have. You know, the problem is if you don't update Chatty, the email that it sends out to everyone like says whatever game we were playing last.
Yeah.
So right now, well, I guess it just says. Well, no, it still says we're playing Sturden. So we are not playing Sturden anymore, though.
No, I saw some people in the chat want XCOM. Well, here's the deal. Since Breath of the Wild, I've been playing some of the older Zeldas.
Mm-hmm.
That's where my head is. So I'm sorry.
Twilight. Is this Twilight Princess or Twilight Princess HD?
HD.
Boom.
This is the Wii U version. The
Wii U version.
The Wii U.
How is this possible? It's true. We are on time. We ish. We are on time-ish. Rich wanted to play some Twilight Princess. A fine video game that's full of incredible bullshit moments.
You have the problem with Twilight Princess, I find, as I replay this. You have to get through a lot of shit. A whole fucking metric ton of shit before the game opens up.
Yeah.
And it's still linear.
Yes.
I enjoy it. Linear isn't inherently bad.
Linear is not inherently bad. The question we were asking ourselves, though, is can you come back from Breath of the Wild?
What do you want out of a Zelda game is the question.
Yeah. You want exploration?
You want exploration.
Of course. When
they tell you you're a dog and they tell you got to go to this area and they tell you have to find the things, you have to collect all 14 of them. It's just tedious and annoying and awful. Yes, the dog sections suck.
The dog sections suck.
And you know what? Replaying it, more forced dog sections than I remembered.
Oh, God, yeah. And they're all right up front.
Yeah.
Like you don't enter a new area and overtake its wonder as Link. You enter a new area in the black grayness of a dog.
But then eventually you get past the dog areas, though.
Yeah.
And this game gets a lot better.
I've been actually going back to a lot of the handheld Zeldas.
Yeah.
I've been replaying Minish Cap, which is adorable. It's just an adorable game. If you follow the Zelda timeline.
No, I don't.
It's technically the first one in the Zelda timeline.
Before Skyward Sword?
Ooh, well, it came out before Skyward Sword, so I don't know how it's been updated since. But it's the one that establishes that the hero of time has a green hat.
Okay.
Because before that one, the hero did not have a green hat, and it's the Minish Cap that's the green hat. You see, it's literally a backstory for why the hero has a green cap. And it's a little hat that talks to you.
Does it have the Master Sword?
Yeah.
Well, then it's after Skyward Sword.
Well, it's not called the Master Sword.
No.
No, it's called
the Minish Sword, because then it's a different sword.
Ooh, maybe it's called the Minish Blade, yeah.
And then it's a different sword.
Okay, so it still could be before Skyward Sword.
Sure.
Theoretically.
Dishter in the chat thinks this is an ugly Link? This is, like, visually, like, my favorite Link.
What?
Yeah!
Oh.
What is wrong with this? It's the green tunic, but there's details. I love the chainmail underneath.
Yeah. The fact that I'm saying to visually my favorite Link.
Who's above this?
Toon.
Oh, okay.
Toon Link, Skyward,
sure.
or the Wind Waker Minish Cap Link, Spirit Tracks. Though that Link is so perfect.
Skyward Sword Link's kind of blah. Mm-hmm. Hero of Time Link, well, in the original, just blocky.
Barfaroni, am I right?
Though in 3D, it's not bad looking.
Mm-hmm. Let me see his face. That's my problem with this Link is his face.
His face is fine.
You know what I don't like, Rich? I don't like elves.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of elves.
Okay.
And so that's what he's a fucking elf. You know?
So visuals aside.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Link?
Like,
they don't have much of a personality. They don't.
Right.
I've talked about them just being an outfit still.
Agreed. I mean, overall, my favorite is Wind Waker.
I wouldn't blame you, because that Link is super ultra expressive.
He's super expressive. Like he has a journey.
Wrong button.
His initial quest is just to save his sister, you know? And like I can totally get down with, like, it's so easy to empathize.
That's why I like Twilight Princess Link.
Mm-hmm.
He's not saving princesses. It starts off as little villagers. So he's looking for the village kids.
That's right.
The village girl. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they kind of got a thing.
Exactly.
This is the most down to earth Link.
Maybe.
He hangs out with the common people.
Well, he is a common people.
He is a common people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't one of the first like mini missions herding sheep?
If
I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hero of Time Link, completely unrelatable.
Yep.
Grew up in like some weird all-kid village.
He grew up in a village full of fairies.
And then he pulls out a sword. Now he's 17. So he's like
Right.
a 17-year-old with the mind of a 10-year-old.
Absolutely.
He is the most unrelatable Link.
Oh yeah, no, and like going through, like I just got through the beginning section of Minish Cap too, and it's it's the same shit, where like the princess gets kidnapped, and all of a sudden they're like, we need someone to go and talk to the mystical Link. You're a kid, you go.
Oh god damn it! I paid them to fix the bridge. Is it a different bridge? What bridge did they fix? I thought it was this one.
I paid them to fix.
I paid
the
them.
bridge.
I gave them money.
Okay. Oh, Jack, my rich up, has a very important question. It sounds like they're asking it sarcastically, but I would like us to answer it honestly.
What is the question?
Is oh shit. Who gives a shit how relatable Link is?
Nobody. This doesn't make the game super good. That alone.
And see, what I would say is how relatable your hero's journey is matters a whole lot. Like you want to care why you're going on the mission, don't you think?
There's fun characters that aren't relatable. Like how well do you relate to Wolverine? How well do you relate to Batman?
I feel angry sometimes. I feel like I want to claw people.
But if you're not relatable, you have to be interesting.
Right, agreed. And as we've already established, Link is not necessarily interesting.
Right. Right.
And so there's only so far that the basic hero's journey can take you. Like, you gotta save the princess in the kingdom. Like that only lasts so long. And so for Wind Waker Link, giving you a personal connection to one of the NPCs goes a long way.
This is the bridge they fixed. It's been a long, long time since I played this game.
God damn it, I paid them to fix that bridge. I feel like I want to sometimes, right? Like, and keep in mind, Wolverine was never meant to be a leading character, and I still haven't seen Logan. But Wolverine was part of an ensemble cast. You were supposed to relate more to Cyclops and Jean Grey as the straight and narrow, and Wolverine was the bad boy, and that's why he worked in the team.
I gotta waste a ferry so I can carry around some spring water. Oh, that blows.
I'm sorry.
I am too.
Where's the spring?
All the way in Kakariko Village.
Oh, that guy needs some water?
Karakariki,
Yeah.
Karukaruko, Karakaraka Village.
No, and you know what? I remember liking Twilight Princess fondly when I first played it. I fondled it when I first played it.
I like it, but the first third, I'm not sure how much of the game it is, where you have all those forced dog sections are terrible.
Awful.
Yeah, I'll admit to that. Right now, the section I'm at in the game, I'm fine. I'm running around. I'm doing what I want for the most part.
No, and you know what? I even, I played the Wii version. I even really liked the motion combat. I enjoyed that, swinging my sword. I dug it.
Wasn't as bad as Skyward Sword. It's when we learned that one-to-one sword swinging probably not the best idea, despite what everyone thought.
Yeah. Wasn't old comic Wolverine kind of crude, unintelligible brute? Modern Wolverine is a crude, unintelligible brute. That's his shtick. But like I said, remember, he's part of an ensemble. He represents, the id, right? He's a giant walking dick. So I do like. Yeah, I like the look of him. Look at that guy. He looks cool. He looks neat. Close. Great. Great. Where were we? Nyram says, I got a recommendation for you guys. Check out the Turbo Button YouTube channel. Best way to describe it would be the folding ideas equivalent for video games. Very in-depth and interesting. That sounds great. I really like that.
I did not need to let that cherry out of the bottle. Apparently, I
Oh, that's right. You have to carry the barrel. I remember the side mission.
fuck.
I remember this. Oh. Do you have like a... Yeah.
I should have done that in the first place.
That is Rich playing with a Wii U tablet, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I like the motion aiming.
Yeah. But for anyone who hasn't seen it, go watch Folding Ideas. He has a YouTube channel. Very good movie deconstructions. He did this amazing piece on Suicide Squad and just all of the flaws and how obvious they are. He has a amazing video on Man of Steel and why it's just the worst representation of even what it's trying to be. What it's trying to be is a terrible representation of Superman, and it fails at that bad representation. He has a really fantastic channel.
I'm very sorry.
No, you happy. I found something that I really enjoy watching.
Oh.
That was a good
Oh
thing.
my God.
That was a good thing. Oh, that reminds me. Rich, I need a reminder. I know what game we're doing for the next first 4 hours of.
Yeah?
Yes. I'm not going to tell people.
Oh my God.
It's very exciting. I need to make a little, schedule a little reminder for when we're done playing. Folding Ideas is too damn Canadian for its own good. Yeah, very Canadian. Very, very Canadian. But what are you going to do about it? Nothing. Great. Okay. No, it is not Wandering Souls. I will tell you that. It is. It looks like a fascinating game that we can get some mileage out of for our first 4 hours of. No, I've seen a couple episodes of Workaholics, and it wasn't necessarily my thing, but. So, I don't watch Workaholics.
What is Workaholics?
It's a comedy program. It's a comedy program on Comedy Central that it centers around 3 potheads who work a very basic 9-to-5 office job.
That sounds boring.
It relies pretty heavily on pot humor and.
Oh, Karen, your timing is just fantastic.
And didn't much care for it, but I'm not saying it's
your
bad.
timing is amazing.
I didn't much care for it. Karen's
Hello?
calling, Rich.
Yeah, I'm at work. I can't. We just started the stream. I can't talk. I'm sorry.
You're talking.
I can
to
tell
say
everyone you said
can't
hi.
talk?
Okay. She says hi to everybody.
Hey, hi, Karen.
Huh? Yeah. All right, I love you, Pants. Talk to you later. Okay, sorry.
No, hey.
She was gonna keep calling if I didn't do anything. I know her. I know she wouldn't. She wouldn't think, "Oh, Rich is at work,
Right.
and he can't talk."
Oh, of
She was
course.
like, "Why isn't he answering the phone?"
Oh,
No!
oh, Rich, you threw it.
Where's the set it down option?
You were moving when you pressed the set it down option. Can I say how much I enjoy Midna?
I thought that everything in this game was terrible.
Huh?
I thought everything in this game was terrible and boring.
That's not what I said at all. All the wolf sections are boring as fuck.
Yes, they are. No, she's a great character.
She's a great character. I really fell in love with Midna on my first playthrough.
Yeah, there's stuff to love about
Yeah.
Twilight Princess.
There's a lot of bad, but I'm saying there's some good too. I just said I really like the combat. It's good combat.
I'm talking more about people in the chat room.
Oh, sure.
This game more than you.
Now, like, you know, if I remember correctly, and it's been a while since I've played this, I remember trying to replay it recently. Like, not recently, within the past, like, year or so. Because, like, my kids were just starting to get into games, and they saw the cover, and it was like, oh, a game with a wolf. And I was like, oh, yeah, this has a wolf. And they were really interested in that. And they got so bored, they, like, left the room, and then I got bored, and I was like, fuck it.
The dog section sucked, yes.
The dog section sucked.
They were filler that this game didn't need.
But if I remember correctly, was this the game with the 2 hook shots?
Yes.
That was great.
Yes.
The 2 hook shots were great. But was this also the one with the gear spinner?
Yep.
And that sucked. That was pointless.
Just needed more more opportunities to use it. I don't know. It was fun to use.
Sure, but you only use it in that dungeon, basically. Like,
it shouldn't have been an item. It should have just been something in that dungeon.
Right.
That would have made it okay. It would have made it less disappointing.
It's the game with the wolf.
Or you know what?
What?
Maybe it doesn't need a little slot that it has to rotate in. Maybe you can just use it like a skateboard, just anywhere.
Ooh, like on any wall?
Sure.
But you know what? That's too much like Breath of the Wild. They weren't ready for it yet, Rich. They weren't ready for it yet. Oh, fucking hell. Speaking of, is everyone super hyped for the Breath of the Wild DLC?
I think it's a bad, I get it. All the people that have been clamoring for it.
I'm clamoring for it, Rich.
It's going to break the game.
It's going to make the game what I want it to be.
It's going to be sword spam.
Yep. I'm going to love it. Okay, so if you haven't heard, they announced what the new, what the DLC for Breath of the Wild is going to be. A ton of new outfits, like new treasures scattered around. I love it that they were just like, there's going to be a treasure box somewhere. It's like, ooh, fun. But they have a trial of the heroes, presumably in where you find the Master Sword. I can only assume. But they have a trial of the heroes, which is basically like a combat gauntlet. And if you can get all the way through the gauntlet, which is about 45 waves of enemies, you can get an unbreakable Master Sword. If you can go through all the way through the trials, your Master Sword will no longer lose its magic. And that is worth it for me to get the deal.
No, don't throw.
Well,
it's very finicky about when you're stopped.
Yeah.
God.
Tingle deal? Yes, and the Tingle outfit. I'm totally getting it. I'm going to get the DLC. I am going to take on the challenge of the hero. And that is what is going to allow me to explore the rest of the world.
I hope it is so fucking comically hard that you can't tear your hair out.
I can't. No, it'll make me shave harder.
Then what's the point of anything breaking anymore? You know,
exactly.
You just use the Master Sword all the time. What's the point of having other weapons?
No,
what's the point of exploring to find other weapons?
I won't do that.
It's gonna ruin the game. Because of the whiners.
Not
because
for
of
me.
The whiners, Jack.
But here's the thing, Rich. It's your choice whether you want to use it. For me, it will mean no more bullshit weapon breaking. I no longer have to worry about that. I can still find neat weapons. I just won't use them.
I just want the durability upped. That's all. That's all they needed to do. Just up the durability and you fix the problem. You don't need to break the game that you...
It's not confirmed that the Master Sword becomes unbreakable. It said specifically the Master Sword won't lose its magic. The Master Sword is already unbreakable, but it loses its magic, which basically just says break. So I'm assuming that means the Master Sword would be unbreakable. Oh, if it's not, I'm writing an angry letter. I'm writing an angry letter to Nintendo of America. You fucks. Anyway. That's what I'm looking for in the game, because there's large areas that I have not explored because I just don't feel like.
Why would you bother exploring them anymore? What are you gonna find?
Well, you can still find.
You got your Master Sword. What the fuck are you gonna find?
You could find some neat stuff that's not a weapon. Not everything is a weapon. Oh, shot him right in the back, Rich.
Fuck him! He was running away.
I mean, he was running away. That's true.
What else am I gonna shoot him?
Do you not have to do this at night? Are there
I
more
don't-
enemies
it
at night? Or?
is an equal amount of enemies.
Sure.
I'm going to try this 3 more times.
Okay.
Just being honest. It's got to be 3.
Yeah. I have not seen last night's Flash. I'm not caught up on Flash, or I'm mostly caught up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. now, but I haven't seen last night's Flash. And I know they finally revealed who Savitar is, and I also have a new theory on who Savitar is. I no longer think it's Kid Flash, because we saw a little bit of him, and I think I knew who Savitar is now. I won't say. I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, like me. And I haven't seen it yet, but I have a theory.
Yeah.
I have a theory who it is. The stream has been up for like 20 minutes. Yeah, we're here. That's what we're here for. We've been up for 20 minutes. We're here. I have a good idea who Savitar is now, which
We're going to
doesn't
try
make
just
a lot of sense.
not stopping. I'm going to get hit by that thing.
Of course. Well, he circles. You gotta, dodge.
Oh my god, he circles but he doesn't hit?
Oh. Well, that'll make it a lot easier.
Well, fuck! Fuck!
I also saw that, oh bother, the new DLC for Breath of the Wild also will track your movement for the past 200 hours, so you can see a little squiggly line of every
That's
place
cute.
you've been. Uh-oh. Oh, that guy can't hit for shit. Oh, you gotta dodge and move, dodge and move.
So the other ones don't. The other one didn't hit me, but that one, I don't.
Yeah. I don't remember this terrible task. I remember this.
It's a side quest, I think, so
I remember this
I don't
side quest.
have to do this.
Right.
Walk along the edge? I will try walking along the edge.
Not a bad idea. Oh, yeah, and a new hard mode. That's true.
All right,
For DLC.
all right.
And outfits and all sorts of fun stuff.
Unlike a lot of the other Zeldas, I don't have that many issues with Breath of the Wild's difficulty.
No, I think it's fine.
Hard mode can't take away the fact that you can carry with you 200 healing items. Hard mode's not going to erase that.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm with you.
what that game needs is more enemy types. That's the major thing I would change.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm with you.
I want Iron Knuckles. I want Dark Nuts. I want fun things to fight in my large, expansive game.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice. Let's see here. Aaron2618 says, hey, guys, just Christ, if you've ever played This War Is Mine. And if so, what do you think? Thanks, big fan. Do you play This War Is Mine?
No.
No, neither have I. Sorry. I'm sorry. I have not.
Breath of the Wild is too easy. It's not fun. How do you feel about any of the other Zelda games then? Since the 3D era began.
Compared to every other 3D Zelda game, Breath of the Wild is incredibly challenging.
Like Wind Waker.
Oh, God.
Did you ever die in Wind Waker?
Not-
Can you die in Wind Waker? Can you?
I have no idea. This seems like a good plan, Rich. There's that bird over there. And that guy. Those birds might be an issue, but...
Well, we'll see. We'll see how they feel about an arrow in the face.
Right. I know, Aaron2618. I figured out what you were saying after a while, but... Good. Yep, get away from it. Smart. Smart. Majora's Mask, I've heard, is pretty tough. Maybe that's why, I don't remember having fond memories of Majora's Mask. Oh, this is it, Rich. You got this. Stay close to the edge.
Can't hear audio cues. If there's a bird behind me, I'm not going to know until it's too late.
Don't press the throw button.
Why would I do that? Why would I? Do I have to throw it on him? Should I try throwing it on him? Is that what I should do?
I would not, Rich. I would not. Majora's Mask is first and foremost a time management game. Right. That's probably why I don't remember liking it. Becky got played, said, Rich, did you get the case for Stargate email?
No.
Rich does not check the prereq email account. And by the way, like, I don't know if this was prompted by something, but you gave us a goddamn thesis on Stargate. I haven't showed this to Rich. It is a ridiculous email making the case for why Stargate is a good series to watch.
Okay.
Here's what I'm going to be real with you. I skimmed it, but that was too much, man. That was just too much. Unless that's something you wanted. Did you want someone to send you an email?
No, this has never come up at all.
Okay, and that's what I figured. That's why I did not send it on to you. But I'll be real with you. Becky got plaped. That was just...
Oh, no.
That was just way too much of an email. That was a giant... I mean, I appreciate your enthusiasm for a science fiction series. I want that email. And you know what? Like, I remember really liking the Stargate movie. The, what do you call it?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
With, James Spader. Kurt Russell.
Nope.
I thought Rich would appreciate the detail. It is well organized. That's true, Becky got played. It's very well organized. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. And for someone who, like, doesn't necessarily care about something, the more you write about it does not equal the more we'll care about it. So, you know, I just kind of glanced. The Stargate movie is a fucking mess. I just remember enjoying it when I was little. I remember really liking it. We didn't have a ton, you know, of sci-fi back in the day, so like, yeah, that was fun. Little portal that goes to, you know, the Egypt dimension. It's fine. It's fine. It was a fine movie.
Here, have that bone.
Oh, did you hug a puppy?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could hug a puppy.
Oh, yeah, you can hug puppies in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw. Is that a Nintendog? He follows you? Now you get a little puppy friend. Oh, yeah, I remember liking Stargate. Nothing wrong with Stargate. Gobbledygooks, have you guys seen Kamiko on the Switch? It's a Japanese import that's sort of like the original Zelda. Pixelated, twin-stick, sword and sorcery, cute 'em up. Rave reviews in Japan only on the Switch.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I've seen it. I haven't been terribly interested. I've been really thinking about getting it looks like Hotline Miami, but you're like a teleporter. Have you seen this on the Switch?
Wait, what?
It's called Chat's gonna tell me in 2 seconds. It looks like Hotline Miami, but your character teleports. Mr. Shifty, thank you, Cameron Mitchell. Mr. Shifty, have you seen that on the Nintendo eStore? It's like a top-down.
I haven't touched the Switch since I stopped playing Breath of the Wild.
Oh, okay.
So
fair enough. So it looks like Hotline Miami. It's top-down and you're kind of in a building, and it's all about. But your character has the ability to teleport, and so it's like a little twin sticky, and it's supposed to be very interesting. I'm really thinking about it. I'll tell you, I'm really thinking about it. Becky Got Played says, I'm kind of shocked Jack didn't forward Rich that email and let him decide whether or not to read it.
I probably wouldn't have read it.
Rich does have access to the previously recorded email. He chooses not to.
I wouldn't know how to act. I don't even check my own damn email.
Which is, by the way, the other thing. I've sent like Rich important emails.
Text me.
Well,
Just fucking
no.
send me a text.
this is just for Becky Got Plaped.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I send Rich important emails, and like weeks later, hey Rich, what about like that important tax documentation? Rich is like, what? What are you talking about? I emailed you that important tax information. So even if I would have forwarded to him, he would have checked it. He might have glanced at it. I made an executive decision as the keeper of the email. Next time, you should send your Stargate thesis to contact@redlettermedia.com.
You're making jokes about me, like, you know, like old school Rich. Like,
Yeah.
Give Rich a beep. You don't realize I'm talking about texting, which is more recent than email.
That's true. That's true.
Right? Mm-hmm. Jesus, you people. You awful people.
It's like, you know, and I don't check my email like I no longer get a notification when I get an email. I've turned all that off. I usually only check my email like 2-3 times a day. Mm-hmm. I'm not a compulsive, like, you know, oh, I got a new email, I got to see what it is now person. But like, you know, I check it. People use it. It's not like a fax machine. But yeah, I'm looking into that Mr. Shifty. It looks very interesting. Looks like a neat title. Let me tell you, Rich.
Yeah.
I'm not what do you call it? I'm not double backing on my criticisms of the Switch.
Yeah.
With Mario Kart 8.
Okay.
But I very recently had an incredibly positive experience with it.
Oh my God. What happened?
If you remember.
Yeah.
Very last stream, I was like, fuck the Switch and everything it has to do. Because one of the selling points of the Switch is bring it to your friend's house and you automatically have 2 controllers. So you can play Mario Kart, right? Even though those tiny-ass controllers give you carpal tunnel syndrome.
Yes.
That was my big complaint. So I was recently in a situation in which I had my 2 boys.
Yes.
We were out and I needed to do some work for like a half an hour. I brought the Switch with me. Mm-hmm. Set it down on a table with the little kickstand, gave them each a controller. They played Mario Kart for that half hour. Silent as the dead. Because Mario Kart also has, like, you know, drive assist and acceleration assist. So I didn't even have to help the little one.
Yeah.
They could do it all. And it was gorgeous. As a distraction device for my children, it was gorgeous. They could both play at once. I didn't need to bring like a million little electronic devices. Oh yeah, you get the DS and you can have the iPad. Oh, make sure I have the phone up if you need the phone. It was 1-2 babysitter. That's exactly what it was, chat. And it worked like gangbusters. So it was just one of those situations. I was like, oh, that is really nice that it has 2 controllers and it has multiplayer games. If only those controllers felt good to use. Uh-huh. So it was one of those, like, I'm not double backing on my criticism. I'm saying I get why they made this decision and I think it's a good decision except for the hardware, you know? Like, they made a good decision in one aspect, but they didn't follow through with that decision. So... there's just an option to have 2 controllers without paying for a second one. I don't get the problem really. Well, the problem is the controllers feel really bad. Especially like playing Mario Kart, you know, where you have to use the shoulder buttons a lot. You have to, you know, the joystick is so close to the buttons. Playing an entire Grand Prix, playing 4 races of Mario Kart 8 hurts. It feels terrible. So this is what I'm saying, is this idea of always having 2 controllers with you is a really good idea. The problem is those 2 controllers aren't functional. So then you have to bring more controllers with you if you want to have a decent gaming session. Not even a decent gaming session. 4 races is not a decent gaming session. That's a distraction.
Well, you could release a larger version of the Switch,
Yeah.
but then, it's even less portable, really.
Yep.
What do you do? How do you fix that?
I'm saying I don't have the answers.
Okay.
I am commenting on the thing that is available to me now.
Because they release updated versions of their handhelds.
That's true. They are always redesigning that shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes those redesigns are really fucking great.
Switch is a glorified handheld. They might redesign that and shove it back out in the market.
That's true. That's possible. Well, and with the Joy-Cons, it's not even like they need to redesign the whole Switch, even if they just had different Joy-Con options, right?
Yeah.
Like they could just redesign the Joy-Cons, slide them into the old ones, and boom, problem solved. Now they feel good.
You could make it fold like a DS. How do you handle that with a screen, though?
And then what do you do on that other section? Like if it's just one screen on top, what's down here? That's wasted space.
Yeah.
Unless you make a dual screen.
In theory, some kind of flexible screen. In theory.
The flexible screen technology is way off.
Sure.
Way off, yeah. Nintendo's not just trying to get the last juice out of the new 3DS that they can, because they just announced the new 2DS. Their handheld market is strong. The 2DS XL, a giant 3DS without the 3D capabilities that'll have amazing battery life and an amazing back catalog. Yeah, the Switch is not a replacement for the 3DS, which is very strange that now they have two handhelds on the market.
Didn't they also say that the Wii U would have games on it?
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
I think I remember that.
Okay. You can't trust everything they say.
Right. This game that Rich is playing right now is he's playing on the Wii U. This is Twilight Princess. Do you mean with the lanyard thing attached, it's too small? Yeah, even with the little the extenders for the R and L button, the Joy-Cons, using one Joy-Con as a full controller, you have to go like this. And when you're sliding, because you got a power slide in Mario Kart 8, that's the right trigger. And then you have to hold that down, and you hold the left one down. It's a mess. It's a goddamn mess, Rich.
Vladimir, the Zelda that everyone hates is Skyward Sword.
Yes.
Because it's boring.
Yeah.
And safe. And it uses the fucking motion plus gimmick, and so the combat sucks because the sword swinging sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Some blue guy in chat says, hey, since you brought up your favorite Link, who is your favorite Zelda? I'm not sure if Wind Waker or Ocarina count, since once it's revealed that Tetra/Sheik are the princess, she loses all personality.
Yes. But she's still the princess before. I don't know. She goes back to being Tetra at the end, I guess.
Like, Tetra's a fun character, and like you were surprised she was the princess? Come on.
I thought it was going to be the sister.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Like, you can't be the sister.
Well, I thought it was going to be the sister.
Oh.
Why can't it be?
Because generally Link and the princess.
Yeah, generally. Rarely. Rarely. The last two are the only ones that have done it.
Always implied.
No.
Always implied.
No, it's not.
A little bit
no,
of this.
It's not.
A little bit of this. Always.
Breath of the Wild Zelda.
Yeah. That was a departure.
And you know what? As boring as Skyward Sword is as a game,
yeah,
I don't mind that Zelda.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I got that far.
Yeah.
My favorite Zelda.
Aren't you supposed to break? Am I supposed to do something to help him with this, or does he? Do I come back later?
You probably have to come back later. You know what? I didn't play much of What is the one where Link is flat?
Link Between Worlds.
Link Between Worlds. I never got very far in that for no particular
I thought
reason.
you loved the hell out of that.
Huh?
I thought you were loving the hell out of that.
It was fun, but that's why I'm saying for no particular reason, I just haven't gotten very far in it. I have no proper explanation for why I did not continue to play it. Besides, we were playing other games at the time, but
This is the dumbest fucking thing.
what?
Well, there's the big treasure.
Yeah.
I can't get at it. He can't climb over that little fence. Oh, I can't get over there. Oh no!
This is
Oh.
Breath of the Wild is breathing down your neck right now, huh?
Oh, there's chests. Let me just climb. What? Oh no!
Rich, can you even climb over those flower beds? Like, Link, that is a step up. You cannot take one goddamn step up.
Help, Link! Ganon is capturing the princess. Oh no, let me get over there. Oh no! Oh no! I'm trapped!
Wait, turn around. Like, look, those flower beds are no taller than those stairs. Right?
Not by much.
Not by much. Seem to be able to go up the stairs just fine.
I just barely go over his knees.
Right. Like those, you can hop up pretty easily. Jesus.
This is what we like about Breath of the Wild.
Yep. Artificial barriers are no good.
All right, I'm gonna turn around and see if that thing is open.
Let's see here. You know what? I have no proper answer for favorite Zelda. I might choose Ocarina Zelda. Only because I kind of figured Sheik was Zelda, and I just like that. I like that Zelda did something. I'm not saying this is a good answer. I'm just saying she fucking did something. She became a ninja. Great.
Well, it happens like before the game started. How do you like Breath of the Wild? She does stuff.
Yeah, she's alright in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. You didn't play Skyward Sword. She does stuff.
Okay.
She's a victim of her own planning in a past life, but she did stuff.
Okay. Alright. Nope, not done yet.
Oh,
You might have to wait like a day or night cycle or something.
Maybe. I didn't catch what he had to say,
Oh,
so
sure.
we're just fucked now. Is this the word flower girl? What do you want out here? Or the bug girl?
Does she like bugs?
Yeah.
She like bugs.
Yeah, she leaves her domain. That's great.
You know what she's doing? She's looking for bugs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that was just dumb.
I mean, yeah. Twilight Princess Zelda is boring. Yeah, Twilight Princess Zelda is super boring.
Well, she's kind of a non-character because the attention's all Midna.
Right, Midna's fun.
Midna, yeah.
If we're counting Midna as a Zelda replacement, then Midna all the way. I love Midna.
Would that have been a better reveal with Midna?
If
She were Zelda?
If she were the true princess,
Or if she inherited the power of Zelda and she filled Zelda's role in the game?
I mean, that ending was pretty strong for me, though.
Or she's the one shooting out the light arrows at Ganon at the end and not Zelda?
Maybe.
That's probably what they should have done.
Probably, like, and then you can still have your bittersweet ending at the end. Like,
Yeah.
Because I do genuinely love how this game ends story wise. That broke my goddamn heart. My first time playing. She reveals her true Midna.
Wait, I should go this
I
way.
loved Midna.
Oh, I can't go that way because I can go this way.
So if we're talking Zelda analogs, it'd be Midna. Zelda's, I might go Ocarina. Orcaroni. I might go Orcaroni.
Oh, what the fuck?
Get a little closer. There it is.
Not that I really need to, I guess. It's still... Yeah, I don't have the double claw shot. I can't get down there gracefully. Yeah, well.
Whee! Zelda goes crazy in Spirit Tracks? Yeah. Yeah.
Like she goes insane? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Now I'm curious. I've not played Spirit Tracks.
Well, no, it's Tetra again in
Yeah.
Spirit Tracks.
No, that's not Tetra. It's the same art style, but that's not the same character. That's like hundreds of years later. The one you're thinking of is Phantom Hourglass.
That is the one I'm thinking of. You're right. You're right. That's the one that takes place literally seconds after Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, you're right. I apologize. Then I'm not. Maybe I don't remember that one. I played Spirit Tracks. Of course. I think that's gonna be a fun thing for me, is going back to all these handhelds and just like because all of the handhelds are very linear.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also very different games. They're not necessarily combat focused. You know, it's more puzzle focused, and so.
Is Link Between Worlds linear? I thought they were going back to like, I guess Link to the Past is somewhat linear.
Well, and it's linear, but they just the big difference in Link Between Worlds, and remember I haven't gotten very far.
Yeah.
Is you get to choose which item. Like items are no longer withheld from you, so you can take any item on any mission, but you kind of know what item is on for the mission that you're going on. But. Why are we playing this game, Krieger? Because Rich felt like it. What?
What's wrong with playing this game?
No. They were just wondering if there was a specific purpose.
No.
Like, no.
Just since after I finished Breath of the Wild, I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm gonna play some of the other Zeldas.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Yeah.
After this, I plan on playing Wind Waker.
Oh yeah, me too.
Or maybe Link to the Past.
Oh, go old school. Absolutely. I'm making my way through Minish Cap now, and god damn, that's an adorable game. Good puzzles. Some good puzzles. Humberto Cabbage Patch says, have either of you watched anything from First We Feast? Highly recommended YouTube channel.
No, I've never even heard of First We Feast.
What's the spiciest food you've ever ate? Rach, you're not a spicy
A jalapeno popper, because I hate spicy food. I enjoy mild jalapeno poppers.
Okay.
Mild.
Yeah. I dig all sorts of spicy food, but like I don't have a specific dish, just like I'll put spicy shit on anything. I love it.
I have a very low tolerance for spice.
Sure. Do you watch have you seen Binging with Babish at all?
No.
It's another cooking YouTube channel, and he specializes in recreating dishes in movies and television. And so he'll take, for example, he just recently did Homer's famous moon waffles. If you remember that episode of The Simpsons, where he made his waffles with liquid smoke and wrapped it around a stick of butter.
Okay.
So, he'll make exactly how they made it on the show or movie, and then he'll try to improve upon it so normal people can eat it. So, you don't have to eat an entire stick of butter, that kind of thing. He made this amazing one from Archer, Eggs Woodhouse. And it looked to be the most decadent food of all time.
Eggs Millhouse.
Eggs Millhouse.
They're just kind of disappointing.
Yeah. They're just kind of runny scrambled eggs. Yeah. Like, oh. It's not even done.
No, don't.
Oh. Wait.
Oh, God damn it. I'm going to put her in a bottle where she belongs.
How the hell is smoke? Liquid smoke is a different thing, but.
God, Link, you almost got a traumatic brain injury. You might be a bit more careful about where you dive.
Oh, Rich, Adam Agelli has a really important question, which is, why hasn't your sword broken yet?
Damn. Oh, because this game, you just swing the sword until things die, and you don't have to think about combat that hard. That's why.
Wah, wah.
They could the enemies in just about any Zelda game, they could be a bit more challenging.
They could.
They could be a bit more challenging.
I'm not saying that the Wind Waker enemies were challenging, but I loved the combat.
It got old.
It
got old.
It always made me feel good.
Felt like a gimme.
Always made me
felt
feel
like a
good.
Fucking gimme.
Because you do that little roll around, hit him in the back. Oh, it felt good.
You know what the problem I think is? It's the shield. You can play too defensively and just never take any fucking damage.
Like I never.
But you gotta have a shield.
I never used a shield. I always rolled. Wind Waker had amazing dodging.
Okay.
Just stick and move. Oh, look at that guy. I like him. Captain Jerk, Bloodborne weapons do break, but they have so much health that they last a very long time. And of course, the big important factor is Bloodborne weapons have a number. So you know exactly how close to breaking it is before it breaks. So before you head out on a mission, you get to check your numbers. If your numbers are too low, you can fix it. But they'll last a good while. They'll last, say, more than 5-6 enemies.
Wait, who will?
They had a question about Bloodborne weapon breaking.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. I've never even come close to having a weapon break in Bloodborne, and they're so cheap to repair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's a metric.
Like with Bloodborne, I'm not even sure why they bother.
Right.
Why bother?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Hey guys, says RCMCme84. For me, Majora's Mask is the best Zelda. Ocarina is fun and that's it. Motion controls ruined Skyward Sword, and Twilight is what Ocarina should have been and still don't have Breath of the Wild. Oh man, like it's really hard for me going back to older Zelda games, even ones that I enjoyed. Like I enjoyed Ocarina. I tried playing that and I got to this bullshit dungeon and I put it down and I don't want to play it anymore.
Am I wrong for just simply... the only reason I haven't played Majora is because I just flat out don't like Hero of Time Kid Link.
I know that that's a weird complaint to me because of the hardware limitations that there were. It's supposed to be a very good game. It's supposed to be very good. I never made it past the first dungeon before I didn't understand what was happening and the moon crashed. Wait, I died? What? Yeah, put it away.
Fairly superficial reasons, though.
It's a very superficial reason.
Yeah, I know. I admit that.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Oh.
You can be a Goron? I fucking hate the Goron. They're so lame and stupid. The Gorons? They're my least favorite characters in Zelda. Race, character, whatever. Tribe.
That's fine.
They're dull.
Fine.
Dull and stupid.
Fine. They're just that's what they are. They're Klingons. They're big, dumb, and stupid.
The Klingons are dumb and stupid.
Yeah, but
yes.
But it's balance. It's Tolkien, right? They're the dwarfs and the Zoras are the elves, and like they're fine. And the Koruks are the hobbitses, and
the Zoras are interesting. The Rito are interesting. The Gorons, no.
None of to me, like none of them are that interesting.
Nah.
None of them are interesting. They're fine. It's just
sure they're not. Well, it's a Zelda game. They don't flesh them out that much.
Exactly. But no, like that. I know that's the shtick later in Majora's Mask, is you wear different masks that turn you into different people to give you different powers for the different areas. But the best Zelda race is that big electric dragon in Skyward Sword. Shit game, but with sound. No, I know like the Hylians are elves, but in my Tolkien parallel, the Zoras are elves, and the elves are the humans. And the fairies are the hobbits.
The Hylians, which is what they call them.
Yeah.
And Zelda, you are saying are more analogous to humans.
Yes.
As compared to the Zora with their...
With their wispy ways.
Wispy way and their fancy Zora's Domain architecture.
Exactly.
Architecture.
That's very...
Their high quality, super craftsmanship. And here's the Zora armor. That's...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're very much like elves. I get it.
They're very much like Tolkien-esque elves. Yeah. Oh, Midna. Adorable. All right. Adam Ageli says no message. Melik47 says, "Hey, Rich. Hey, Jack. Any feelings on Star Trek Discovery? Worried it will finally kill the franchise? Indifferent. Looking forward to it. Do you have any more feelings on?
I don't, because I don't know much about it.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of anxiety going on about it. I know there's some turmoil behind the scenes.
Oh no, is there? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Look, I can't kill Star Trek because I can still go back and watch old episodes of The Next Generation.
Right. And even if the series tanks, Star Trek has already had series that have tanked. I'm looking at you, Bakula.
The problem is there hasn't been a hit in a while.
That's
the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. Even though the good movie now apparently did not do terribly well at the box office.
Maybe they've just mined it all. You know, maybe it's not a terrible thing if you don't see it again. I don't know.
Give it like a,
I don't know.
Give it like a 10, 20 year break. Just give it a breather.
It's kind of had that now.
Oh.
What was Enterprise?
90? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well shit. Well, no, but they haven't had a breather because after Enterprise they had Deep Space. After Deep Space they had Voyager. After Voyager they had Enterprise.
How long's it been since Enterprise?
And after Enterprise they had Abrams.
It's been at least 10 years. At least. Not discounting the Abrams movies, because that's not the same. That's not the same as a TV show.
Sure.
And it was successful though. So there has been.
Not the latest one.
Well, okay, the first one.
Star Trek Enterprise 2001 to 2005.
Okay. So it's been, over a decade.
It's been over a decade since we've had a series. Yeah. Yeah. JJ's verse doesn't count. All right. Hey, that's fair. That's fair. Oh, is that what I said? That's what. Okay. Sorry, Necessitate. I misspoke because I said after Enterprise they had DS9. After DS9 they had Enterprise. What I meant was after Next Gen they had DS9. After that they had Voyager. After that they had Enterprise. I misspoke. And many apologies. Jack, have your kids played Zelda? No, actually they have not played Zelda. I mean, they kind of farted around a little bit in Breath of the Wild while I was playing it. Recently, while I was playing the Minish Cap, they walked around and swung the sword and they thought it was cute, but they haven't had any real time playing Zelda. They're still going through the Pokemon games super hard. Just crushing Pokemon games left and right. So, all right. We'll move on. We'll move on to Zelda after that. They play Mario Kart, but not Breath of the Wild. Yeah, because Mario Kart is simple, and they like that. And for short bursts of time, and that's something that we can all do together. Like the three of us can play Mario Kart at the same time. Whereas if one person is playing Zelda or if one person's playing Pokemon, the other one has to wait their turn, and then it turns into a thing. No, I'm not going to start my children with Link's Awakening.
Why would you start with Link's Awakening?
Right? I would probably, if I had to start him somewhere.
Why is this a super difficult question?
What?
Just pick one.
Well, I'm trying to figure the right one, like the balance of fun and difficulty and also time, where it's like
treating kids like they can't handle any difficulty, that's why they made games that are too easy.
No, I'm not treating it. What I'm saying is I know how long I allow my children to play video games, which is not a very long amount of time. I don't give them a ton of TV time. So a game that I know they can accomplish something within 20, 30 minutes. So I probably won't give them Breath of the Wild first. Probably Wind Waker. Wind Waker's nice.
They can play the same games that you played when you were a kid. That's what they can play.
Oh, they could, sure. But what if I wanted to play better games? They have the ability to play the same game, but they also have more options, right? That's what's important. You're probably right, Nyram. Bloodborne's a great place for them to start. They loved watching me play Bloodborne. And I let them play, too, a little bit. They had a great time. They giggled a lot. Well, I mean, they died, but they loved watching me play that game.
Let them play Doom.
They might like Doom, yeah. They like playing Overwatch. I let them play Overwatch sometimes. They think it's funny. They would probably love Doom. All the monsters.
Let them play Doom.
Yeah, my kids like Doom. You know the problem? I don't have Doom anymore.
What?
I played it on the Xbox One.
Oh, that was a foolish mistake.
I don't feel the need to play it anymore. I'll be honest with you. And if I do, I'll just get it on PC.
Was that before you built your PC?
Yeah.
Okay, that explains it. That explains it.
Yep. It was like
How did you
right before.
How did you stomach that?
I'm okay with shooters with controllers, Rich. Because remember, I didn't switch over until I got my PC. That's when I started switching over to mouse controls. But I am okay with first-person shooters on controllers. I beat the whole game using a controller. It's not that bad once you get used to it. And I know you're not used to it, and I know this is a whole big thing with you.
I don't know, whatever. It's just to me, it's like, wow. Why? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, really? Ooh.
Around what age did your kids want to start playing video games for themselves? A few years ago. But, you know, like, the question is not when they wanted to play them by themselves. The question is when they could without asking for help. Because, you know, like, they would get frustrated a lot and then just want to not play, which was also fine. You know, it's not fine, then don't play. But then they'd want to play again and get frustrated, and it's like, really not until we got Minecraft for Wii U. That's when it really exploded for them, because that was a game that they could handle really easily. And so that was a couple of years ago, I'm going to say.
I don't expect you to remember, but is there a way to change between day and night in this game? There's things that only show up at night.
Yes, there is. Is it a howl that you learn?
Well, you don't learn howls. You can only do them, like, in certain spots.
Oh, that's right. That was a Wind Waker thing.
Yeah.
The songs. I want to say there is, Rich. I don't necessarily know the answer, but I bet. I
think that's stupid. I do.
What?
That there's not a way to switch back and forth.
Oh,
you gotta stand around and wait like an idiot.
The chat is saying there is not a way to do it. You have to stand around. The chat is saying you have to stand around like an idiot.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Chicken flavored chicken. You're right. Controllers. Chicken flavored chicken says controllers are all about preference. There is no right or wrong, just what's right for you, and that's true. You know, like a lot of, you know, the argument for mouse versus controller is just precision, and there's no preference there. A mouse is definitely more precise. It's faster and it's more precise. But if you are more comfortable playing with a controller, as I was, there is nothing wrong with it.
Knock your socks off. No, there's nothing wrong with it.
Right. Oop. What? This isn't related to the current conversation, but last stream you guys spoke about pros and cons of PC versus console. Well, now you can play PS Now, the PlayStation streaming service, on PC. So now you can play a good load of PS games on PC legally without a console. That's true.
Wow.
That's true.
Wow.
PS Now, though, like I haven't heard, it's wonky because they're basically like streaming the game to you as like Netflix, and so you're kind of playing the game off-site that streams it to you. And so I've heard that it's not always super lagless. It's not always precise. But that's true, you know. And you know what? I still have my PlayStation 4, and still play it every now and again. Yeah, I've heard it's laggy and has some issues. But as internet gets faster, that becomes less of an issue. Tartan Set says, have you guys seen Conan's Clueless Gamer VR segment?
No, I have not seen the VR segment.
I did. He spends just 8 minutes completely bashing VR. It's wonderful.
God bless you, Conan O'Brien.
He's great.
God bless you.
Conan's great. He don't give no fucks. Some blue guy in chat says, also, to complete the Triforce, what's your favorite Ganon? Twilight Princess Ganon, I think, has the most personality and backstory, but Wind Waker Ganon is one of my favorite villain deaths in the game. Favorite Ganon?
The 3 best. I am not going to give you an order just yet. I don't know if I can.
Okay.
Ocarina? Ocarina? Is that the actual proper way?
No.
I don't even remember
you
what
said it right first and then went back to Ocarina.
It's Ocarina.
It's Ocarina. Yes.
Okay. Ocarina of Times, Ganon,
Yeah.
is really neat. With the reveal, when he comes up and he's Monster Ganon for the first time, and he swings those big swords, and they got the lighting, and he's got the glowing eyes.
That's neat.
That's pretty cool.
He's he also has like an interesting, the only male from the Gerudo village, and
Yeah.
little something.
Yeah. I would not mind seeing that version of Ganon again in a game.
Okay.
This game here, I like the duel with Ganondorf, but I'm fond of boss fights that are just straight up duels.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I love the way this game ends.
I'm with you.
But Wind Waker does it better. With the rain, with the fucking ocean crashing down on top of you, and the music, and the way he dies, Wind Waker.
You know what? All 3 of those are fine choices, Rich.
Yeah.
I can't disagree with any of them.
Breath of the Wild. God, man,
Kind of weak.
man, come on,
Kind of weak.
come on. It's the one thing the entire fucking game's building up to. Come on.
It kind of makes you feel not so bad fucking around all this time.
You get to fight a Cronenberg monster that is not Ganon.
Yeah.
And you get to fight a giant pig that literally just does nothing.
Oh God, right?
It just stands there and it lets you shoot its weak spots.
What a joke.
So fucking weak, the ending of that game.
What a joke. All of those Ganon boss fights were a complete disgrace. I'm with you.
So my favorite might be the water duel in Wind Waker.
That's pretty good one.
Yeah.
That's pretty good one.
Yeah.
It's tough because I just keep picking Wind Waker as my favorite everything.
It's great.
It's a great fucking
It's really
game.
fucking great.
Right.
How come have they ever done like classic Pig Ganon in 3D? Why haven't they done that? Why can't I fight classic Pig Ganon?
I don't know. Because it's not realistic. Or, I don't know. Would you guys say that? Oh wait. Were you disappointed with the lack of bosses in Breath of the Wild? No. The issue was.
Well, both. I'm disappointed with the lack of them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the ones we got were horrible.
But it's like I was expecting no bosses because the bosses were there of your own choosing. The Cyclopses. Yeah. Right. The high. What do you call those?
The Lynels.
The Lynels. The rock monsters. The giants.
or whatever that was called. Yeah.
The big skeleton. Those were the bosses.
Yeah.
Or those could have been the bosses because those were all optional, and I loved that. I love that you could just run away, or you could face your fears, and then we get those awful Ganon bosses in all of the machines, and it felt gross.
My opinion is there could have been more, yes, but the ones we had also could have been good. It's got the worst boss fights in any of the Zeldas. Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. It's the one area where it falls flatter than any other Zelda game.
And it's still probably the best Zelda because this is how important exploration is to the series.
Exactly. Exorcally. Exactly. Oh, those bosses.
Don't run away. I wanted to get on the board. Oh, shit.
Candy for Crow says, Jack, did you ever get my DC Universe email? If so, what did you think? If not, look it over. Also, Rich, I think you'd like the video series, What the Fuck is Wrong with You? It's very cynical.
Okay.
Rich hears you. You know, the Master, I don't know. I've never played it. Rich, did you ever play the Darksiders games?
No.
You know, they're supposed to be very Zelda-like.
Yeah.
Very 3D Zelda.
Really?
The,
I don't know
the
that.
Darksider games.
I know next to nothing about them.
Oh, okay. That's all I know about them, is that they're supposed to be very much like the 3D Zeldas. Just set in a different universe. Oh, there was a game that I kickstarted. I helped kickstart a while back. That's supposed to be very much like Wind Waker. It's supposed to be very much like a Wind Waker clone. And of course, like everything kickstarted is now like pushed back to release dates and in development hell. And
It's very much emulating Link to the Past, not the 3D Zeldas, but 3D Dot Heroes on the PlayStation 3 by From Software is very much a Zelda game.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. Oh, and you know, I've always wanted to look into Okami. I never got around to playing that when that was out.
I don't want to be a dog.
It looks interesting.
That's why I don't like the early part of Twilight Princess.
I won't be no dog.
I don't want to be no dog.
What, you KOS sniffing? Fuck you. I don't want any of that.
Sniff my ass. How about that?
Yeah. Oh. Dog. I gotta figure out what this game is that I kickstarted. Now I'm just curious. I'm just curious over anything. Oh well. You know what? I don't care that much. I don't care that much. Okami is directed by the guy who did Bayonetta, Devil May Cry, and Beautiful Joe. Oh, Beautiful Joe. Love that game. My 5th hidden skill.
Mortal Draw. All right.
Nice. Do it, Rich. Do it, Mortal Draw. Mortal Draw. Oh, and Candy for Crows, I don't know if I got your DC. I mean, I probably got your DC Universe email. I might have skimmed it like I do sometimes when people send me emails. I try.
That is a great line, by the way.
There is no defense for this Mortal Draw.
There is no defense for this.
Oh, okay.
The Mortal Draw deals death.
Oh. All right.
That's a great line.
All right.
Combat in this could have been better. It just... Nope, not... There you go. There you go. Give me better enemies to fight. I have all these moves and all this health, and I fight a little goblin who dies in one hit, and he takes off a quarter heart of health. This game needs more of the Dark Nuts that you do get it to eventually.
It needs more dudes. You need more dudes.
It needs more interesting things to fight.
Yeah. Let's see here. Aaron2618 says, either of you two or any RLM people looking forward to Alien Covenant?
No, why would I be?
Yeah.
For one, I'm not, I recognize that the original Alien is a good movie, but I'm not a horror guy.
Right.
My favorite one is Aliens, the one that's an action adventure.
An adventure movie. Right. I mean, yeah, and I prefer Alien because I do like horror movies. But so far, nothing that I've seen has gotten me excited about Alien Covenant. So far, it just kind of looks like Alien.
Why would you be excited about something that looks like a straight-up fucking remake of Alien?
Exactly.
Only they're not calling it a remake. It's
it's a remake of Alien with none of the atmosphere or surprise because Alien was a surprise to everyone. You know. Yeah. It just, I I'm not saying that I refuse to see it. I'm just not necessarily excited. Any other summer films? Are you excited about anything coming out?
Guardians too.
That's Friday.
I know.
And this week I'm right. It's coming out in 2 days.
Did we both think it was coming out early?
I think I said it and you just agreed with me. Last week Wednesday, I was like, "Hey, I'm going to see Guardians."
No,
too.
I was like looking for something to do with Karen. I'm like, "Hey, Karen, you're off. It's the weekend. You know, what do we see Guardians?" And we went to look up the time. Oh, that's next week.
Oh, so then it was both of us. Apparently, it came out like in Europe last week, but I'm really excited to see it. Seeing it on Friday. Got my tickets already. Gonna go see it Friday afternoon. It's gonna be great.
What else is coming out this summer? Spider-Man: Homecoming. Which I'm not super excited about, but I'm curious to go see it.
I'm really curious about it. Like, aren't you? It's the potential of a good Spider-Man movie, which we haven't had in quite some time.
I'd say ever. I'm not that big on Tobey Maguire.
Spider-Man 2 is really good. Spider-Man.
Yeah, but it's just, I don't know. His Peter Parker just feels like something out of a 50s sitcom.
Exactly.
That's not Peter Parker to me.
It's the Peter Parker that they were going for.
Sure, yeah. Obviously, it was the Peter Parker they were going for.
They were trying to make a Spider-Man that closely emulated the original Peter Parker and Spider-Man, which I think they did a very good job of. Yeah, look at this spin around. It's great.
The John Romita Sr. era of Spider-Man, maybe.
That was good. No, they were going for classic Ditko. Like,
no, classic Ditko isn't. Oh, gee, I'm a golly schmuck.
The first, yeah, no, the first couple of years, that's what he was. He was a golly schmuck. When
Ditko's Peter Parker was like a kid on the verge of a nervous fucking breakdown.
Also a schmuck. Also, well, more importantly, also like a dumb kid. Like,
oh, you pricks.
of course, Sigourney wouldn't receive first billing on Alien. She wasn't the name yet. Nobody knew who she was. First billing is about selling tickets, motherfucker. Let's see here. What else is coming out this summer? Something I'm excited about, I'm sure. But
you know, if they always came at me in great numbers,
yeah,
this combat system would be a lot better. This isn't that bad.
Yeah, this looks like a fun fight you got going on here. Spider-Man 3 is underrated, says the Zayas. It had its moments, like when
I don't despise it like most
Parker
people.
became an a-hole and starts dancing at inappropriate moments.
But I'm not super attached to the Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, so
Spider-Man 3 had a lot of problems.
it'd be harder for that movie to really annoy me. Oh, they didn't get it right.
The issue is you can just clearly see where the problems come from in Spider-Man 3. And yes, I know everyone likes to make fun of emo Spider-Man, but I think we've talked about this before, is that's exactly what doofy Peter Parker would think is cool.
That version of Peter Parker, yes.
Yes, and so like thematically, emo Peter Parker, emo symbiote Peter Parker makes a lot of sense. Peter Parker would think that like jazz dancing and having an emo haircut is the coolest thing. The problem is there's a lot wrong with it. There's too many enemies, too many convenient storylines, weak resolutions. Sandman could have been a really neat villain. I also hate that they retconned Uncle Ben's death. And this guy was involved too. You know?
Yeah.
That was dumb. That was a dumb choice. But like Sandman as a villain is is an interesting villain. So. Oh no, yeah, it is. I agree. It is a mess beyond emo Peter Parker. There's a lot wrong with Spider-Man 3. I will. What did I have to do? I had to defend Spider-Man 3 versus versus something else. Where it's like Spider-Man 3 is a mess, but it's not a complete mess. There are some aspects of the film that are competent. Oh, you know what? I was comparing it to The Amazing Spider-Man. Like, if you compare Spider-Man 3 to The Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Man 3 makes a lot more sense. So, you know, it's not the worst. It's not worse than either of the Amazing Spider-Mans. Anyway. I don't know if I'm looking forward to anything. Oh, you know what? I'll tell you what I am looking forward to. Defenders. I made Rich watch the trailer before we started because I knew it would probably come up. I love that guy. Look at him. Super hyped about Defenders. That's not until August. That's coming out in August. Spider-Man, I suppose. Defenders looks neat. Hopefully they don't concentrate too much on Iron Fist as he's incredibly boring. And hopefully they don't let Jessica Jones into too many action sequences, because already in one of the action sequences you can kind of see her not doing well as her own stunt double. But other than that, could be fun. It's all bad and everything is bad. No, it's gonna be fine. Yeah, so Daredevil and Jessica Jones, I do believe, outshine the other two Netflix heroes, and so hopefully they will be doing the heavy lifting, acting and story-wise, and then we have Luke and Iron Fist, you know, there. They can handle some action stuff, and then that fight was terrible?
What fight?
That fight you just did.
This game could have some better fights.
Moog Master, I agree. Luke Cage sucked. The Luke Cage television show was really bad. The character of Luke Cage was not terrible in Jessica Jones. And so I think as a supporting character in The Defenders, he will be fine. Left to his own devices, his own show was terrible. Yeah, the season finale of Luke Cage was undoubtedly, unquestionably the worst. The show really sucked. But like I said, I actually liked his whole character thing in Jessica Jones. So the fact that he's going to be able to work off some other people again, including Jessica, I'm looking forward to that. Iron Fist, as far as I'm concerned, that actor who played him is a charisma vacuum. So he's going to need all the help he can get. Hopefully they just don't let him talk that much.
Ow. Ow.
It's not
hey, it's how you feel, I guess. I haven't seen it.
You don't have to.
I know I don't.
You don't have to.
Everyone tells me it's awful. Why would I?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't think that Iron Fist was as bad as Luke Cage, the show in its entirety. I think his character was definitely worse, and the actor is I thought, worse. Yeah. Oh, wait. Punisher's coming out in 2017 already?
Really?
Jesus Christ.
That's something to look forward to.
Well, unless
Oh, wait, we got a lot of 2017 ahead of us. That's actually not shocking.
I don't that was a show they didn't know existed when season 2 was happening, right?
When season 2 of Daredevil?
Yeah.
No, you knew that. They knew that was happening.
No, I thought that was a decision after season 2 and after Daredevil became popular.
Somebody was fucking planning on that happening.
Yeah. Possibly.
When people are talking about before the show comes out, is Punisher gonna get a solo show? It was gonna happen.
I suppose. Yeah, no, the Defenders showrunner is the same person who does Daredevil. So we know at least there is some there is a quality producer at the helm. Yeah, there's a lot of good in season 2 of Daredevil. This is going to be the big issues for the Defender. Is I thought the weakest part of Daredevil season 2 was Elektra and the hand, and of course that's all Iron Fist is about, is the hand, and now that's the big Defenders thing. Except for we don't necessarily know who Sigourney Weaver is yet. Oh, okay. So, we don't know if she's
an actress who's been in a lot of movies that are staples of our childhood. You ask a dumb question, Jack. I don't know what you expect.
We don't know the character Sigourney Weaver is playing in the Defenders yet. Rich.
Oh, right, yeah. Probably.
I've heard murmurings. Word on the web is that she is going to be Mephisto, who is the devil, and no finer choice. No finer choice.
The Defenders fighting the devil? I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man. You got a lot of street-level heroes.
You got a lot of street-level heroes, and they might not be fighting her. They're fighting the hand. They're fighting the hand ninja. And so they're just saying that maybe she's in charge of the hand. We got a lot of street level.
Is the devil just bored? I'm going to work with these ninjas. Fucking devil.
Mephisto's everywhere in the Marvel universe. It sounds like a schlock movie now. Welcome to comic books. Oh, look at that tiny skeleton.
It's Jay Bowman.
That was adorable. Oh,
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Look at these little guys.
Hey, come here, Link. Come here. I'm gonna stab you in the shins.
Isn't that old Chinese woman in charge of the handy? Sure, but we don't know who's in charge of her. What?
Clever game, clever.
So, and like I said, that's just a rumor. I don't even know if that's true. She could just be some evil business lady, some random evil business lady.
Right.
But she probably is some sort of cameo. You would assume, right? Like some sort of character from the Marvel universe.
I don't know about cameo.
Well, I guess you don't call that a cameo, but I would assume that she is.
Yeah, she's probably somebody that
she is some
we have heard of
character
in some comic.
Yeah.
Why are people saying Mephisto? I'm not seeing the connection.
They're saying, well, that Mephisto was the
Forgot how to deal with these.
sword spin. Buggies. Mephisto was rumored a long time ago from I don't know, some leak or some like script leak or something like that. I forget what it was, and then it was announced that Sigourney Weaver was cast, who's a fairly big name. So I just think it was one of those like, oh yeah, she's a big name. She could play a major villain.
Ah, they don't like the light. It's been a long time since I have played this game.
Oh. And so I think the other aspect to that is if they did ever want to use Mephisto in the MCU in general, Sigourney Weaver would be able to do that as well, you know. If she is Mephisto, and she's not necessarily Mephisto. Tiny, adorable skeleton.
Why are they tiny?
I don't know.
What was they thinking?
It looks hilarious, though.
They keep coming, don't they? I don't remember. I don't remember so much about this game. That it's funny. Climb up there, you fuck.
Oh. All right, let's see here. Anonymous says, "Hey guys, I'll have a degree in mechanical engineering by this time next week."
Oh, aren't you Mr. Fancy Pants?
I was gonna say congratulations, but
Fucking coming on here to brag.
I
Son of a bitch.
that sounds like a really difficult thing to do. I guess I'm okay with them bragging about that. I'm thinking of taking copies of my diploma, cap and gown, to a shooting range. Is there a funnier way to deface them? Why would you want to do that? This sounds like a really big accomplishment. Something you should be proud of.
You can deface their cap and gown if they want.
I'm saying that diploma, frame it, man. That's your diploma.
That's what you want to shoot.
You earned it. I'd say if you could take it to a skeet shooting range, because like if you hit your diploma with some shotgun pellets, then it's gonna burst. Don't just use any shooting range. Lance L. Annister says, "Hey, from Marinette, Wisconsin." Hello. Moogmaster34 has a very important question, Rich Evans.
Yeah, what do you want?
Favorite all-time controller?
Keyboard, mouse.
That's not the question. All-time
That's
controller.
the answer.
Controller, Rich. What controller feels the best when you put it in your fucking hands?
I'm not that finicky about this. As long as it's well constructed.
Okay.
I don't mind the PlayStation DualShock. I don't mind the Xbox Pro controller. That's a well-built fucking controller.
That controller's fucking nice. That Xbox Pro controller.
I'll take a decent mouse over either. No, I'm not that finicky about it.
All right. I got two faves. That Xbox Pro, like whatever you call it, the Elite controller, that ridiculously expensive Xbox controller that I have, is one of the greatest controllers I've ever put in my hands.
Yeah.
Ever. Number two, real easily, is the GameCube controller. I loved the shape of it, the button layout, like the.
I didn't like that. You didn't have the shoulder buttons.
Oh no, the shoulder.
I don't mind the groove, but just that separate Z button they had.
Well, but you never used it. It didn't matter.
I want those 4 buttons on top. You want a standard. You can plug it in anywhere and use it for any game.
The thumb layout with the one big button, the smaller button, and then the 2 curvy buttons. You never it was so natural. Everything about the GameCube controller was so natural. I loved it.
Like I was playing Breath of the Wild with the Switch Pro controller. I wasn't. Oh, I really wish I could use my Xbox One instead. It was fine. Okay. It's a controller.
Yeah, no, the Switch Pro controller
It's got an
controller.
appropriate number of buttons and sticks, and I am fine with it.
No, and it is. And that's what I'm like. In general, like the Xbox controller, Xbox 360, Xbox One controller would be my go-to. Those things are great. That specific Pro controller though, the material it's made out of, the weight, the way you can customize the triggers, the bumper paddles, everything about that Pro controller is fucking phenomenal. I love it. But that GameCube controller, especially for the thumb button mapping of the GameCube controller is where it's at. And man, back in the day when we got our hands on the Wavebirds, remember those Wavebirds? Like the first really nice wireless controller.
Did not have one.
It was next level gaming, Rich, at the time.
I stuck here?
Yeah, you were probably supposed to
Oh, wait, no, I'm not.
grip over.
I see that now. I didn't see that till I'd already started jumping over. Just a little bit too late.
Ew. Wii and Nunchuck was not a bad setup for most games. Like I said, that's how I played this game. Was the Nunchuck in the Wii mode, and I thought it worked out just fine. Shiva X51 says Sigourney Weaver in Defenders is most assuredly White Tiger, going by her outfit, and it would also make more sense than Mephisto.
No, don't do that, you
Oh God, get out of there! Get out of Link, you dickhead!
dumbass.
You did this to yourself, Link. Oh, okay, you made it. I don't know. I guess I don't know too much about White Tiger.
I don't either.
Yeah. So. Moldunut. Yeah, we already talked about Alien Covenant. Our feelings range from indifference to stronger indifference.
My major feeling is just sad. Like, it's come to this, Ridley Scott. It's come to this.
What pushed me from indifference to almost not wanting to see it is when Ridley Scott says, "I got 5 more ready to go."
Oh God.
Right? And you go, "Oh."
Does he need money? Was he like really poor with handling his finances? That's not a joke. That's a
No.
legitimate question.
I don't think it was that. I just think he's going through like a late career crisis, where he maybe
He's 80. He's about to die.
yes, he's going through a late career crisis, and he's maybe like he's thinking back. He's remembering the nostalgia of creating these movies that have shaped a generation, and he hasn't made anything that has done that recently, and he's like, I want to get back there. I want to get back to the way I used to make films. And what he just doesn't get is we don't want that. We just want to watch Alien. Just let us watch Alien. Let us watch Blade Runner. You don't need to make new ones. Yeah, I think that's what it is, Malrako. Like, I want a little taste of those glory days. You know what I'm saying? N7 Trekkie, we don't know the answer to that.
What was the question?
Anonymous says, "Hi Jack, hi Rich, hi 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 Jack, hi Rich."
Hello?
Great. Great. Oh. Fuck that up, Rich.
No, I didn't. And look at how much horrible damage that did. Oh no! I lost 3/4 of a heart. Jesus Christ, game! Why do you keep giving me heart containers if I don't need more than one? I could play it without picking them up, and then you cut out a large chunk of the exploration.
Yeah.
The fuck? Should have started in hero mode. Quick playthrough of the game is what I was thinking.
Right.
I should have started in hero mode.
I guess.
With the double damage.
So.
Forgot how easy this is.
That's true for probably the Magician. The GameCube controller, if you remember. Do you remember how their shoulder buttons worked with a soft press and a hard press?
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
That was great. That was before we had that.
You can do that in a lot of different controllers.
Well, now, but at the time you couldn't.
The question is, which is our favorite now, right? Which would you want to use for a game? Is how I take that.
Still the motherfucking GameCube controller. It's a great controller.
And if it's anything where I'm aiming a gun, the answer is a keyboard and mouse.
Right. Of course. Of course, Rich. Hey, Tired and Sad wants to know how super pumped we are that today is the first official day that the Aquaman movie is in production. Hearing some crickets. Great. When does Wonder Woman come out? Is that August too? Do you even know?
June. Oh wait, no, it's June 2nd.
Oh, is it June?
It's June 2nd specifically, and I know for a reason I'm not going to talk about.
Oh, okay. I'm very curious about Wonder Woman. The first DC movie without Zack Snyder helming, at least. You know, he's behind the scenes, but he's not helming. So, curious, very curious. Oh yeah, June 2nd. Oh, okay. Well, so that's something. Like, again, much like Spider-Man, I'm not like excited to see it, but I'm very curious. Like, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Jack, I'm sure we are all curious about Wonder Woman, aren't you? Like I said, if Wonder Woman is even a halfway decent movie, even if it's just mediocre, and it still does well at the box office, that can start giving Warner Brothers excuses to remove Zack Snyder from their properties, which, you know, for anyone who doesn't like him, it's very exciting. Morbidly curious. Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm saying. Huff-hearted. Hey guys, I was thinking about past video game systems and forgot that Guitar Hero used to be a thing. Besides the current VR, what do you think is the next gimmick, i.e. Virtual Boy? Love the stream.
Other than VR?
Other than VR, what's the next gimmick?
I'm not sure. If I knew what the next gimmick was, I'd be making it and cashing in on it.
True that. True that. Well, I'm trying to think of like a trend that we're seeing, that we're starting to see now, and I can't even.
I hope the next trend is gameplay.
That would be nice. That would be really
How
nice.
fun is this game going to be? Rather than we hired 50 voice actors and there's 78 cutscenes.
Well, you know what? But we got Doom. We got Breath of the Wild.
We hired a team of Academy Award-winning screenwriters and game. What gameplay? What? Oh shit!
A platformer. Here's what I'll say about that. Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero is, without question, one of the most immersive games ever played. And, like, I know you're not a big like music game fan or rhythm game fan, but I will hold Guitar Hero up as one of the greatest games as far as immersion is involved, because you, like, of course, you know, you're just hitting the buttons that correspond with the colors to time. You are following the rhythm, but eventually you get into a good enough flow where, because of the guitar, because of how you're playing, because of your standing, it actually feels like you are causing the notes to be played.
That would be why these games were highly popular.
I fucking love Guitar Hero. I love it, and it feels so good. I would love to do an entire episode on Guitar Hero, but we never could. Because, like, the footage we would use, like, all the footage would have to be silent.
Oh, I have no rhythm. I would be terrible.
And Rich has no rhythm, so there wouldn't be anyone good to talk to. But I really, really have a great deal of fond memories for Guitar Hero. We can't. I don't even know if we can stream Guitar Hero. Could we stream that with all the songs?
I don't know. I don't know.
And that would probably be a terrible
Here's
stream.
the question: does anybody stream Guitar Hero? If nobody does, then you know you can't.
Well, and the other thing is we probably shouldn't because, like, there's no way we could even, like, there's no way you could talk while playing Guitar Hero, you know. VR Guitar Hero.
Fucking die. I guess you can't kill you that way. Oh well.
Get a copy of Guitar Freaks arcade game. Not a real song in it. Oh, okay. A Guitar Hero stream without the audio would make a good joke stream. That's true. I could, like, put headphones on. We could mute the game audio, and, like, I'll just put the guitar right up next to the microphone, so all you hear is the click. That'd be great. That'd be great. But I played a little bit of Rock Band. After Guitar Hero, they made Rock Band, which was, the whole band. You could play the bass, the drums, you could sing, and that felt like you could start to feel the bloat. But those original, like, I want to say those first two Guitar Heroes, oh, those were something special. Those were something goddamn special. That was one of those things, like we talked about like VR and how Best Buy was removing like hundreds of VR tester areas because it wasn't helping sell any VR units.
I mean, people who tried it didn't want it.
People who try to go, okay, oh, this is neat, but what's the point? What can I do with this, right? I remember back in the day, there was a line to test out Guitar Hero at Best Buy. It was so popular, people just would wait in line inside Best Buy to play Guitar Hero.
They want to push VR because they want the new gimmick, but they're just not there.
Right. Well, they don't. There's no app. You don't have the thing that makes it necessary yet.
You don't have what you need to make it worth it. You don't touch, and movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can put a thing on my head and look around. Can I actually feel something in my hand? No.
Right. If I push, if I push a wall, will my hand stop?
Do I want to pay $700 to be a ghost in a virtual world who cannot feel anything?
And I can only move on rails and yeah. So, but I guess that was my point. Like, a lot of people, I see some people dissing on Guitar Hero, and that I will not have any of that.
You can't tell them what to do.
I am. I'm telling you them not to diss on Guitar Hero in front of me, because that is my jam. That is my gym of the jam.
You think that's not going to just increase it? What are you, dumb?
Good. Then we have more people talking about Guitar Hero, because I fucking love Guitar Hero. But I fucking love Guitar Hero. Whoa! All right, let's see here. Rich says Lloyd Beats. The moment you realize, oh, I turned my computer off. That's not what he asked. I accidentally hit the power button. Rich, the moment you realize the next generation, data is one side, lore is the other, representing the science versus myth, data versus lore. Do you get it?
Hey, cool.
That's neat.
Yeah.
You know what? That is neat. Do you believe data or do you believe lore? Oh, that's fun. You know what? I would never put that together. Lloyd Beats, congratulations.
Do I believe data over myth? Yeah. Well, yes.
Of course. But I think that was just them hammering home the point. Like, data, fact versus story. Data versus lore. That's clever. That's clever. Too clever for me to get it, but damn clever.
Laura, there's a character they did a lot of good things with.
They got that one episode, and, what else do you need?
Descent. Descent.
Which one was that?
That was the lame Borg one where he took over the Borg and God.
Oh god.
It really drove home how inherently creepy Data is.
Yeah.
When just they give him emotion and he turns into a homicidal maniac who's gonna kill his best friends.
Yeah.
That's Data with emotion.
Yay. TV shows used to be clever. No, they're still clever. TV shows are great. There's great TV shows. Fargo. There's Fargo, man. What are you talking about? Apparently, The Handmaiden Tale's really good. I haven't seen it, but I'm hearing great things about it.
Mike tweeted something recently. There
Oh,
was like
yeah?
a list of Rotten Tomato scores of like the movies that were in the theaters now versus Rotten Tomato scores over shows that were on TV right now.
Oh.
And there's a whole lot of rotten versus a whole lot of fresh.
I would absolutely believe
Yeah.
that. There's a lot of fine TV out right now. Fine TV.
Oh no, I'm gonna lose a quarter heart. 3/4 of a
too.
heart. Oh no!
Yeah, you do. You lose
I don't have to be afraid at all of these things.
Handmaid's Tale, not or whatever it is. I hear really great things, and that lady from Mad Men is in it.